Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good day, everyone. We are from Group 4 TBM. We would like to presentate about our presentation, which is about Voyant tools. Our group consists of 6 members. The first one is me, myself as the moderator. My name is Muhammad Fareno Alandri, Hidayatur Rahman Azza, Faisal Muhammad Iqbal, Nur Rahmadani Hernirat, Taufan Perkasa Putra, and Fadilatul Hidayati. Our presentation consists of 7 table of content. The first one is Basics of Voyant. Second one is Create of Corpus. Third one is Explore a Corpus. The fourth one is Digging Deeper. The fifth one is Beyond Voyant. Sixth one is Get Involved. And the last one is Roadmap. So the first one is Basic of Voyant. First, before further we learn about the Voyant tools, I would like to inform about the basic for Voyant tools first. The first one is Voyant tools fits in a long tradition of humanities scholars building tools for reading, finding, analyzing, and visualizing digital text. The second one is Voyant tools strive to lower the barrier of entry for text analysis and balance user-friendliness with powerful functionality. For instance, no installation or login are required, and you can work with text in a wide variety of formats. For example, like plain text, PDF, XML, Microsoft Word, RTF, etc. and etc. The third one is Voyant Tools is open source and is a work in progress. It may not always work as intended, and it's best to approach all observations with some circumspection. The fourth one is Voyant Tools has the advantage of being able to work with almost any language, but has the disadvantage that it has almost no language-specific functionality. The fifth one is Voyant Tools is intended as a tool for exploration and to assist with interpretative practice. It is not intended to tell you what question to ask or to provide undeniable result, though you may notice some interesting things and you may be led to construct some compelling interpretation while using it. Sixth one is Voyant Tools has no ambition to be the only tool that you can use. There may come a point where its pre-programmed functionality seems constraining or inappropriate and other tools may be more suitable. The last one is Voyant Tools is designed to integrate into a collaborative research process, including the possibility of sharing corpora and embedding tools into web page. We are interested in how tools and argumentation can be combined in scholarship. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Faisal Muhammad Iqbal, and now I'm going to explain about the next objective is how to create a corpus. Voyant can be used with a corpus or set of documents of variable size from one document to many. There are 4 main ways of creating and using corpus in Voyant. First, open an existing corpus and click on the Open button under the text box. And second, type or pass text into the main text box, and this creates a corpus with one document. 3. Type or pass one or more URLs into the main text box, one URL per line. 4. Click the Upload button under the text box to use files from your computer. Here's a Voyant look at creating and using the corpus. To input your corpus, you can click Open button and then click Upload to use the document that you have already uploaded. There are several tips in order to creating and using corpus in Voyant. First, if you have several local files to upload, consider creating a zip or GIF first, then upload just that file. Second, URLs need to be visible to the Voyant server, not behind, uh, not, not behind a firewall so the contents can be fetched. 3. Some servers like Gutenberg may limit the number of requests, which could cause URLs to behave sporadically. And 4. Uploaded plain text files need to be in UTF-8.
Okay, my name is Fadila Tedeti, and I will explain about Explore Corpus. Once you create a corpus, you will arrive at the default skin or arrangement of tools. There is a lot happening at once, but we will start by describing the tools that you see and how they can interact. Default skin. At first, you will see 3 tool panels along the top and 2 tool panels along the bottom. First is Cyrus, a kind of word cloud showing the most frequent terms. Second is Reader, an envisioned corpus reader that features segments of text as you scroll. Third is Trends, a distribution graph showing terms across the corpus or term within a document. Fourth is Summary, tool that provides a simple textual overview of the current corpus. The last one is Context, a concordance that shows each occurrence of a keyword with a bit of surrounding context. Tool interactions. An essential part of Voyant is that events in one tool can cause change in other tools. The exact interactions depend on a number of factors, including which tools are visible. For instance, try the following sequence in the window above. First, click on a word like Now in Cyrus, the tool in the upper left. Second, notice how the Trends tool upper right now shows just the word you click. Third, click on one of the disks in the Trends tool. Fourth, notice that the Context tool button right has updated which is the click word. Fifth, click the first row of the Context tool bottom right. And the last one is notice how the Reader tool has jumped to a location where that word appears highlighted. Cyrus. Now let's zoom in for a moment on Cyrus. We might ask ourselves several questions about what we're saying. For instance, what does size represent? What about color? What about the placement of words? This is a text in English, but the most commonly occurring words are not there, like the and a. Why not? For a tool like a Cyrus, some of these questions may be obvious, but for all tools, it's good to continue asking ourselves what we're saying, what we're not saying, and why. Options. Some options in Cyrus, like other tools, are available directly within the tool panel, like the scale button and the terms slider. Experiment with both of these to see what they do. Other options are accessible from the options dialog that appears when you click on slider in the gray bar of the tool, like the image to the left. The full list of options are described in the Cyrus documentation page, but let's have a quick look at the stopwords option by clicking the Edit List button. This will show a dialog box of a long list of words that are excluded from the top frequency word in Cyrus. These are generally function words or words that carry less meaning, but you may be surprised to see some of the words include, like must or nobody. Likewise, you may want to add a word that's not currently in the list, like said. Either way, it's good to know what's there and to confirm that's what you want. You can find more information on stop words. Summary. One last thing to point out from the summary tool, bottom left, the distinctive words list. Assuming your corpus has multiple documents, this shows the words that are not only high frequency but high frequency and relatively distinctive to that document. The frequency is weighted by how often it's found in other documents using something called TF-IDF. Now that an initial presentation of the interface has been made, this would be a good time to allow participants an opportunity to further explore. We will see some more functionality and some more tools in the next section, so the emphasis can be on the tools that are visible in the default interface. What information is shown in the 5 tools, what interactions between tools are possible, what simple tweaks to the settings and options are worth trying. Participants can use the Austin corpus or a simple corpus of their own, ideally that contains multiple documents.
Okay, I want to explain about digging deeper. The first one is search. A good example of is search, which is supported in several of the tools, including reader, trends, and context in the default view. It's possible to search for a single word, but more advanced searches are also supported with a special syntax. Hovering over the question mark in the search box shows example of the syntax. Try the search term in the list below, or you can remove a query by hitting X in the box surrounding the query or hitting backspace to delete it. And also notice that Voyant tries to suggest search term as you type. You can click on a suggestion to edit the queries. Example, if you type love, it means you exact word match. And if you click type love with star, it means you combine a word that start with love. And if you type like this, it means you separate a word that start with love. And do note also that Voyant doesn't support the writing notation like singular and plural form, but that you can determine what form are present. Okay, next grid. Another example of somewhat hidden power in the Voyant interface can be found in most grid-based tool. You can see in the picture. This is an overview of some of the functionality. First one is hover over the column header to get a short description of the column value. And number 2 is some column allow you to sort values by that column by clicking on it. And the third one is some grid have checkbox. It means leftmost column that facilitates selecting multiple items. And next is additional tool. Voyant default view show a collection of 5 tools, but in the fact there are many more tools available in Voyant. The way to access some of tools in Voyant is by clicking on the tab, or for instance the Cycles tool can be replaced by the tab or link tool simply by clicking on the tab. And of course you can click on the Cycles tab to return to the default view. So you can see in the picture, and additional tools are organized into the following categories. Number 1 is corpus tool. It is showing data about the corpus as a whole. Next, the document tool is showing data about individual document. And number 3 is visualization tool is presenting data as chart, graph, and other visual form. And next is grid tool is presenting data primarily in tabular form. And next other tools is various other form of data presentation. Another convenient way of browsing tool is to consult the list of tools, especially as there is a small thumbnail, image, and short description for each.
Okay, my name is Rayatu Rahman Arza, and next I will explain about Beyond Voyant. There are three purposes that Voyant is designed for. The first one is bookmark, second one is exporting data, and the third one is embedding Voyant. The bookmark database system extracts document content, semantic, intra-document structures, inter-document linkage, and useful metadata for users to allow query and organization based on various attributes such as keywords, domains, and last visit times. One of the most interesting features of Voyant tools is the ability to bookmark and share URLs that refers to your collection of texts. Among other advantages, this allows you to work with the same text during different sessions without having to reload all the document each time. Next is exporting data. To export is the step of taking data from one program or computer to another. Exporting can be used as method of backing up important data or moving data between two different versions of programs. The Voyant export features allows you to generate an HTML snippet to embed the current corpus and tool or skin. And the last one is embedding Voyant. Voyant is designed to function as a standalone environment or a set of more independent modules that can be embedded into remote sites, or much like a YouTube clip. Technically, this is done using an iframe tag that creates a sandbox with your page where Voyant can do.
Okay, my name is Nuramarani Hernirat. I want to explain about getting involved.
We think of Voyant as a community-driven project enriched by bug reports and feature requests from users, code contribution from developers, translator of the interface, and content providers who integrate Voyant into their platforms. Translator. The interface of Voyant has been partially or fully translated from English into multiple languages, including Arabic, Bosnian, Czech, Croatian, French, Hebrew, Italian, Japanese, and Serbian. Voyant is a great way for a new user anywhere in the world to start experimenting with text analysis. 7. Roadmap. Voyant is an ongoing effort and we're always balancing multiple priorities, including the following. First, addressing bugs, see our issues tracker. Second, improving robustness of the application, especially for multiple concurrent users. Third, addressing request features, in particular, progress monitoring for corpus creation, a more very useful and widely supported word grouping mechanism, a pre-numeric geospatial mapping tool, and last, some more language-specific functionality. Spiral. Working on a web-based notebook environment that combines text argumentation or documentation with code snippets and result. Spiral will have the advantage of requiring no installation and will leverage much of the functionality in Voyant, both back-end analysis and front-end tools. Spiral will allow power users to implement some of that functionality themselves. Voyant is an environment for reading, analysis, and visualization. Spiral will include that and also be a writing and coding environment.
Okay, thank you. That's all about our presentation. We would like to say sorry if we have a wrong words about our presentation. And we invited my friends, all of you, to ask a question. We would love to answer your question. Once again, thank you. That's all about our presentation. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.